Illuminati, their whole insane doctrine is based on the supposition that black is white and that good is evil and that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Phi. They are men of insane minds, and they have developed an equally insane scientific system designed to reprogram and recreate social material and spiritual reality to fit their perverted upside-down theology. Their scientific system, actually a form of witchcraft, is based on alchemy and magic. Its process is one of the universal motion, designed to purposely form diabolical chaos, so that order may be made out of two dynamic competing forces, ordo ab chao. Their objective is the great work, the changing of man, created in God's image, into the image of a serpent being void of morality, void of righteousness, anything like just values. In other words, the great work is designed to create and produce a race of soulless, satanic creatures. Only one side, of course. One side always has to win. The effect of their great work to transform, to transmute the world and humanity into the new soulless creature. Heaven and earth must be destroyed and crushed and thoroughly converted into this new paradigm. In essence, heaven and earth are to become hell. The will of Satan shall be done on earth as it is in hell. This is the exalted royal secret. Luciferian, by his own admission, Albert Pike, of the Knights of the Golden Circle, the former sovereign Grand Commander of the Scottish Rite, taught that out of ongoing universal motion, of the conflict of opposites, a potent and magical force must be created or energized, so powerful that, his words, a single man who could possess it himself and should know how to direct it and could revolutionize and change the world. This is the knowledge that John Dee brought back to the Queen, and later was instrumental in writing the King James Bible with. Cosby has the image of America's ideal heavenly father. He is Satan, devil, even played Mr. Devlin. Cosby has an image, innocent fun and goodness. He is diabolical evil. Cosby has an image of a mortal. He is undead. Cosby's 1990 Universal film, Ghost Dad, directed by Sidney Poitier, plot centers on Satan, Lucifer, has been the cause of his mortal death. He returned from the dead as a ghost. In the movie, Cosby declared, "I am Satan." Cosby's true motives are hidden behind his symbols. The Fraternal Order of the Sons and Daughters of Shaka, from the 1975 Warner Brothers film, Let's Do It Again, is indeed fictional, but the satanic theme of the film is the same, and the numbers and the symbols right below Cosby's pineal gland, the third eye, are very much real. The occult power and the mystical virtue of the number 11. The number 11, at the pyramid apex of Cosby's fez, is the number most important to the great beast, 666, Aleister Crowley. Crowley was a member of the satanic occult group in England, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Now, according to its teachings, the number 11 has occult powers and mystic virtue. Upon the number of 11, this seems to have been the type of number with evil reputation amongst the people, 11 is the essential of all that is sinful, harmful, and imperfect. With the 10, Sephiroth, they contrasted the 11 Avars, Sephiroth, symbols of destruction and violence, and defeat and death. The great beast wrote about the number 11 frequently and emphasized its significance. Firstly, 11 is the number of magic in itself, 2 towers. It is therefore suitable to all types of operations, so workings. Secondly, he says, it is the sacred number par excellence of the new aeon. As it is written in the book of law, 11, as all the numbers who are of us, Crowley's infamous, do what thou wilt, be the whole of the law, which he considered the epoch of the New Age, has 11 words and 11 symbols, the occult power and the mystic virtue of the new Masonic pyramid. The pyramid and the Eye of Horus on the middle of the dollar bill are Illuminati symbolism. No doubt about it. And the pyramid is an ancient form based on holiness of the number 3. 2 ancient mystery religions. It, not 6, is considered the most spiritual number, 3. And the Freemasons have perverted the pyramid to represent a structure used specifically to call up the demonic, call up the occult. The point of psychic ability, it is why Dee suddenly could communicate with the angels. It's because when he came back from Ethiopia, he came with the lost book of knowledge and the keys of Solomon that said the magic words. The keys of Solomon and the book of Enoch. One called up demons, as, that even made it into the Bible. The other one calls up angels. But these are split beings. They are one and the same. So Cosby is usually extremely careful and coy about playing the Illuminati all-seeing eye symbolism publicly. But Cosby, earlier in his career, Let's Do It Again, central theme, involves the clandestine use of hypnotism. In the film, Lodge brother Sidney Poitier is the Masonic master hypnotist and creates a Manchurian candidate boxer, interestingly enough, to rig a boxing match to win a substantial amount of prize money to save their lodge from foreclosure. All-seeing eye on Poitier and Cosby's Masonic fez is used to represent the planet Sirius. Sirius is important to Hermetic magicians, and some mind control programmers are deeply into this ancient magic. Satan is said to come from Draco, or Sirius, especially the dog star Canis Major. Masonic programming may well have the blazing star portrayed in the programming as a pentagram with the name Sirius on it. Sirius may represent the master, the creator of the system, in some systems, of course, where the programmer is steeped in Masonic philosophy. Cosby's Let's Do It Again also shows, without a shadow of a doubt, that he was aware of these things before 1975, of the use of hypnotism to destroy an individual's free will within the framework of this mysticism. It would be interesting to know who the hypnotist or the hypnotism film set technical advisor had been. William Joseph Bryan, also Manchurian candidate, or was it William Henry Cosby Jr.? Of all of the people of Hollywood, Bill Cosby's young television film career, he became an unholy bond and decided to swing with notorious Satanist Sammy Davis Jr., who now comes out and says, we were just doing it for the sex. 1954, Sammy Davis Jr., Marilyn Monroe, How to Marry a Millionaire. Interesting who they hang out with, right? Davis, too, was maybe a little less, well, harmless perhaps, carefree, driving force of individual artistic freedom, while on the hidden side, high-level Illuminati Negro, whore, also connected hand in hand with the Black Hand, the Mafia. Davis was also a covert master of deceptions, duality, and illusions. It remains forbidden knowledge which Masonic lodge Davis or Cosby belonged to, or when they were first initiated. However, I am certain beyond a shadow of a doubt that Davis was a Freemason. He was ultra secret and well, established Luciferian 33-degree York Rite Master Mason. At some time, for extraordinary services to the craft, he was promoted to the highest degree of the clandestine York Rite Freemasonry, the Knights of Malta. As a crusading European knight, he moved amongst the ultra-secret elite global cabal of Olympians, Nazis, Imperium. Founding fathers, the architects of Project Paperclip, and the CIA, William Wild Bill Donovan, Alan Dulles, Himmler's SS puppet, General Reinhard Galen, were amongst Davis's covert order, the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. Those Negroes are not two fun-filled loving buffoons. The picture we get represents an ancient initiation rite of them together. Cosby, with right foot slightly forward, presenting Davis for entry into another realm of a blood oath, fraternal order, or cult of ultra-secrecy. These are shown many times. When we see this image that I put up before, but I'll put up again, the daughter of God, the priestess of Thoth, one who sits with Horus. Her right foot is slightly forward, and she initiates her husband, the Pharaoh Men-Ku-Re, or Ra, the Eternal, is the spirit of Ka, of Ra, fifth king of the fourth dynasty of Kemet, to the next level to delve into the realms of the god. With the Illuminati Lodge, the sect or cell Cosby initiated Davis into remains a secret. I can't find it. Forbidden knowledge, perhaps. Das ist verboten, unfortunately. They were two of Hollywood's most powerful and diabolical evil figures that led the Black Satanic Cabal. This cabal turns out to be much older, much more established than you might suspect. It's more likely than not that both Cosby and Davis, Sammy Davis Jr., initiated the young Michael Jackson into the occult and the Black Cabal. But in Hollywood, anywhere there are hot blondes, like actresses, Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield, Sharon Tate, naked white women and booze and drugs and orgies and mind control, and Satan, you can be assured that Cosby and his ultra-covert little demonic weasel sidekick, Sammy Davis Jr., were in, on, or around the action. And the body count begins to stack up. Marilyn Monroe, linked to LaVey, initial sex kitten programming during the 50s, was among the first celebrities generally believed to have been subjugated to the CIA monarch MKUltra mind control experiments. Through trauma and psychological triggering and programming, Monroe had become a high-level puppet of the shadow elite, even became JFK's presidential model. When Monroe's programming lost its effect and she started to break down, some argue that she was thrown off the freedom train. August 5th, 1962,